What's up? How you doing? It is a September afternoon here at the new house, and we got some construction going on in the backyard. They're building some type of huge building, so that's all good. I'm trying to do a test run of a video that I'm supposed to start doing for an upload for artwork and stuff like that. I'm supposed to be talking about I don't know, like life experiences, or how I got to where I'm at artistically, or how art has gotten to me where I'm at. I mean, I'm not an artist. I don't sell artwork. But what I have done is overcome a lifetime of hopelessness and despair, per se. So, trying to find out where the camera is. Camera's over there. Yeah, camera's right there. Okay, so I probably shouldn't smoke during these videos. I'm smoking during this one at the moment because it's a test run. Okay, so we're trying to figure out what's the best way to do this, and time period and all that. My buddy said 10 minutes. Talk about art. Talk about the fact that art is not what you think it is. It's been distorted, perverted, and I don't know, somewhat like decommissioned or something. I don't know, like art is something that humans have always done. Humans have always interacted in the world with their hands in a productive way that produced something. And today it's just people are lost and confused and need to be on this drug or that drug, or they're not social, they're antisocial, they're uncomfortable, they have anxiety. But they play video games and watch TikTok videos. That's what they do with their hands. They got this machine, this massive machine in front of them that wasn't designed for the masses, but is now being sold to the masses, to the individual. And it's a tool, most definitely, but for a lot of people, it's just an escape from responsibility, an escape from accountability. You all you got to do is pay for the service, and you get whatever you want to get. You get movies, you get video games, you get social media, and there's no accountability or responsibility. You don't know that the government is now your parents with this tool. Your parent, you think you can do whatever you want, and your parents are no longer your parents. Your parents your parents are somewhere else. You're grown up. Which, technically speaking, back in the day when you grew up, you grew up when there wasn't, the telephone was on the wall and not in your hand. Yes, what you did in the privacy of your own home was definitely what you did in the privacy of your own home. There's no way of tracking it, no way of knowing about it. And in the world that we live in today, there's nothing that you do that's not being tracked, because 90% of what you do is online. The internet, originally designed for war, so that the communication between computers and information could be instantaneous. So that way, if there was an attack, or if there was an attack being implicated, if there was an attack on someone, or if you were being attacked, the information could be almost instantaneous. So it was initially designed for war. However, there was a everything is designed in that particular fashion. We got aircraft carriers that cost $13 billion out there ready to destroy the world if necessary, and we think our $1,000 iPhone or Android is expensive. So anyway, art is done with the hands on a regular basis. It is a part of daily life, and it has been so extricated, it's been so extracted from daily life as a result of modern society. Art has been removed from the counseling, removed from psychology, just removed in general from a way of living life, to documenting what you go through your own personal interpretation. Whatever you choose to draw, whatever you choose to associate with, the tools are out there. The tools have been proliferated. You've got pastels, and I'm talking about visual art. What the fuck is wrong with my mouth? Visual art. I'm talking about visual art. I'm talking about painting, drawing, pens, ink pens, color pencils, calligraphy. I'm not talking about music. I'm not talking about instruments. I'm talking about poetry if it's written down on paper. Yes, poetry. Journaling, anything that is tangible to another human being after you've passed in this life. And I'm not saying that music isn't art, or that architecture isn't art. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that if you are able to, and you are, if you're able to tangibly create a process that is part of your routine, that your identity will grow and develop a foundation that is outside of personal relationships, outside of your mom and dad, outside of your wife and your kids. It will outlast those relationships. When your kids grow up and they're gone, you will still have your artwork. You'll still have your passion. It is what it is. It's individual. It's relative. I mean, even look at Dali. He created some of the greatest artwork at the age of 14, and continued to do so for most of his life. And then, and at the end, 4 or 5 years of his life, technically speaking, compared to his future artwork, his past artwork, his future artwork was shit, just because his mind was going. That's not the point. He was successful. Van Gogh created his artwork in an insane asylum. Picasso created his artwork during the World War. And of course, these are great people who have achieved a great many goals through their artwork that we don't really understand, because they did it for themselves. They did it on their own, on a regular basis. And I'm not talking about becoming great. I'm not talking about becoming famous. I'm not talking about living through it forever artistically. I'm talking about having a normal life that has existed for thousands of years through a daily process where people didn't have electricity, didn't have television, didn't have sports, didn't have professional basketball, didn't have gambling sites, weren't able to bet on stuff or whatever. They had candlelight and free time. And with that free time, they created something for themselves. And I'm sure that a huge percentage of artists that have ever existed in this lifetime will never be known. Their artwork is gone. 1600s, 1500s, 1400s, whatever. So anyway, what we're trying to do, or my friend suggested I do, was start discussing my opinion and how we're going to try to reveal to you that visual art, pastels, oil paints, watercolors, color pencils, pen and ink, can enhance your life and give you a sense of identity over time, as long as you're disciplined in maintaining the practice, making it part of your life. So anyway, so that's what that is, and I hope you have a great day. Hope you have some interest in what I'm talking about, and hopefully in the future there will be many more videos to come. So have a great day. Much appreciated.